Hey y'all, welcome to a new video. So today we're gonna play with a drugstore powder. So my history with drugstore powders is not great. I just really haven't found one that does what I want it to do. I have 4 powders in my collection right now and they're all really beautiful. They all serve a different purpose, but this one is one that I haven't seen before, done even in the like higher end market. It may be an Asian beauty influence that's finally working its way into the American market, but it caught my eye. This is the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Diamond Blur Skincare Powder. So I have pulled up the website so that we can talk about expectations and claims as to what this powder is going to do. I am then going to put on a full face of my regular Project Pan makeup. So I'll be using my About Face foundation, my Glossier concealer. The Glossier Stretch Concealer can be a bit finicky with powders. I know that with my Kosas, they work together really nicely, but I'll be interested to see like how heavy this is and if it separates and gloms up. I'm going out tonight, so I'm going to be talking and laughing and moving my face. So let's discuss the claims here. All right, so it is $15.99 USD. I had extra bucks, so I got it for free. Lock in your look and achieve a flawless complexion with this ultra-fine, talc-free, and gentle, loose cushion powder. Set your makeup in place for all-day wear while blurring and diffusing the look of pores, infused with a luxurious blend of mineral powder, vitamin E, lustrous diamond dust, and optical blurring agents for a natural glowing complexion. So those are some pretty big claims. They're gonna blur pores, it's gonna make the skin look natural and glowy and dewy and all of that stuff. So I did just wash my face. I was wearing some skincare from last night and then some sunscreen. I'm gonna put on my Project Pan sunscreen and it's so close to being finished, y'all. It is this close. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Merit Great Skin, just a little bit. My skin is actually in pretty good shape right now, but that In Beauty Project sunscreen does tend to suck the moisture out of my skin, which I don't love. I guess I should open this powder and actually like talk about the consistency because I haven't even opened it yet. All right, Physicians Formula, what have you got in store? Can you make this easy to open? Not too bad. You pop it open and there's a little triangular puff and then there's a cushion and you just, ooh, goodness, that is some loose powder. So basically what I think this is it's a powder in a cushion component, but it's just got that like really bouncy net. So it's relatively finely milled. Let me compare it to my CL, which is my other loose powder. We have the loose powder from CL, which is probably my favorite loose powder I've ever tried. I had the House Labs and this just won out. So the difference between these two, the Physicians Formula is coming off really white, but it's also not picking up a ton, at least on my finger. I don't know how it's going to behave on a puff. The CL, like, they both feel really soft. This one feels a little thicker, whereas this one has just a little bit, the Physicians Formula just has a little bit more slip to it. This is intriguing. I'm gonna go ahead and speed through the rest of my makeup. All right, y'all, I think we are just about ready for powder. I am going to dim down the brightness under my eyes, blend that into my blush. This is not transition blush. This is just something I have been doing for ages and ages. I mean, look at the difference. So this is not really taking down the shine. It's just altering the color under my eyes. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what's happening to my face as I use this powder. I'm very curious. Zoom, celebration zoom. Leave it down below if you get the reference. All right, so Physicians Formula powder. I'm just going to tap into that. It's not really a cushion. It's more of like that trampoline thing that you have on a lot of other loose powders. I think the term cushion is a little bit deceiving. All right, let's go in right here, because this is an area that I always powder around my mouth. And usually if something like this gives me a specific tool, I will, at least the first time, use it. I really like the puff that came with my CL powder. It picks it up really nicely. So what I am seeing is this is setting. It's doing a little, you can see that it's blurring the pores on my nose just a bit. Let's try it on the other side. I don't feel like it's setting anything, unless I'm just running out of powder on the cushion too quickly. It is creating this nice little veil, but my face still feels a bit tacky. And it does, this is definitely not a shade for all. What shade does this say it is in? It says it's translucent. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that this is translucent. I think on anybody with darker skin than mine. Okay, look at what it just did to the middle of my forehead though. I think on anybody with darker skin than mine, this would just look ghostly. And I have a friend who is very dark skinned, and I wonder if I can get her to try this and report back. I may do like a follow-up video because I don't normally do first impressions. We'll have to see how this wears. All right. So as far as claims of blurring, I am seeing quite a bit of blurring of my under eyes. You can really see the difference between this eye and this eye I haven't set. There's the shimmer under my eye has been, that glow from my liquid concealer has been reduced. I'm going to powder a little more than I normally do, just so I can push this powder to the test. I can really see how it performs. And then I'll use some powder on top of it. I use a bronzer and a contour just to see how it works and how it lasts. It's also really hot here. It's like high 80s. Alexa, convert 86 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius.
86 degrees Fahrenheit equals 30 degrees Celsius. That's about 30 degrees on the Celsius scale.
Alexa talks back and I don't like it. Alexa, stop. All right. So far, I do not hate the finish it is giving my skin. Let me zoom you out. So I don't hate the finish. It's quite blurred. I wouldn't say it's mattified. I would say that it blurs the shine. That Glossier concealer has a bit of moisture and a bit of presence, and it doesn't take powder very well. My Kosas powder works beautifully with that Glossier stretch concealer. I don't know how I feel about this. Let me finish my makeup and we'll come back with some final thoughts. And then I will do I'll come back at you either tomorrow or Sunday after I've tried this a couple more times, and we'll finish this video out. All right, makeup is on. I used, what did I use? I used the House Labs bronzer, an eye pencil that I'm currently reviewing and have been working on a video on for a very long time. Maybe I want some highlight. And then my eyeliner is one of the Make Beauty Continuum Gel eyeliners. This is in the shade Halo. I will go in with some setting spray when I'm done, just to help everything. And then maybe tomorrow or Sunday, I'll wear this powder without setting spray and we'll see how it works then. But tonight I'm gonna spray it. Oh, do I need more blush? Always need more blush. I'm gonna go in with Behave, and yeah, I'm gonna do that on top of the highlight. Look at how gorgeous that blush is. It's so pretty. These NARS blushes have just totally won my heart. I'm surprised I only have 3 of them. I've seen them on the resale market. I own 3. I bought 2 of them new, and then 1 I bought resale, and I have no regrets. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, let's take a close look at the powder. So it is settling around my nose, if you can see that, but I do have like dead skin on my face. I haven't exfoliated in a little while. And then you can see how it's sitting under my eye. It's settling into the creases, which, like, I have creases. I have under eye lines. I'm 43 years old. That happens. But this is how the makeup looks now. Been a long time since I've looked at my skin this close. But overall, I'm pleased. I didn't know what to expect from this powder. I think it's a little misleading in calling itself a cushion, because it's basically just a large trampoline of powder, which is a loose powder. But regardless, I think it's an interesting concept, and I do like the finish. So we're gonna come back either tomorrow or Sunday, today's Friday, and see how this functions. So I will see you all in a couple days. Bye. Hey y'all, it is the end of my night. I am back from gallivanting. Let's zoom in and take a look at the makeup. I honestly don't feel like it looks too bad. I do have some sparkle on my face. I think that's from my eyeshadow. Yeah, I'm wearing Urban Decay Space Cowboy. So, but it doesn't look, I don't look like a zombie. I don't like look super dry. It's not pilling or particulating the makeup under my eyes. I think I'm actually impressed with this Physicians Formula powder. It's bonkers, but I think I like it. Now, as to whether or not it's going to stay in my collection, I don't know. I already have 4 powders, but this is a very different loose powder than the other one that I have. So maybe next time I will put this side to side with the CL and really test its merits. But for an evening out wearing it about 4 or 5 hours, I'm impressed. I am impressed. I gotta say, the packaging, I hate the packaging. It is tacky. It's tacky. And I don't love it. I will be interested to see. I did speak to a friend of mine tonight who has this gorgeous deep complexion, and I want to see how this works on her skin tone. So eventually we'll find a way to make it work. But that is so far the first impression. I will have to come back to you later once I have further thoughts and I have continued to test this powder. But so far, I think I like it. I think I like it. 5:45. I have been out of the house since about 9 o'clock this morning. I've been home about half an hour. So I wanted to give you all another look at the powder. I don't know that this does a horrible amount of mattifying, but it does feel like it increases the longevity of my makeup. Whether it's the powder or the setting spray, I'm not sure, but the more I use it, the more I like this. It doesn't take away from the glow and the natural texture of my skin, but it does just increase the wear time. Now, I do not think that this powder is for people with oily skin. I also don't know that it's for deeper skin. I have a friend who is willing to test it, so I will pass it along to her and we will do a follow-up. If you are a dry-skinned, light-skinned, oily like myself, this Physicians Formula powder might be a good investment. I want to say it was about $17. I did want to clarify that this is a blurring powder. It's not necessarily meant to set your makeup. It's meant to just blur everything. So I'm curious how this would work on bare skin or really minimal makeup, because today I'm wearing a full face of the About Face and the Glossier that are in my Project Pan. I feel like I have a lot more testing to do with this powder, but it's just very fascinating to me. I don't know why, but I hate this packaging. I hate it. I find it so tacky, but the powder inside is actually really good. Hey y'all, I don't know what happened to my outro. Somehow it got lost. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share, all of that fun stuff. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you are taking care of yourselves so you can take care of each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.